Alright, and here's the video review for the Kyoryuger zyudenryu TOBASPINO. This was the movie only, at least so far. Maybe he'll show up in the series. Sometimes the movie stuff tends to leak over. But this is the movie zyudenryu TOBASPINO. Deathryuger piloted him in the movie. I haven't seen it, so I'm only speaking from what I've read. But it was a musical. I'm kind of looking forward to checking it out. And I don't know if it's out yet or not, if it's subbed or not, but I'll have to look. But yeah, so this is Deathryuger's mecha. You can see it's a Spinosaurus remold of Gabotyra. Just a different head, different, the spine piece here. But for the most part, then some different arms, but the body itself is is the same. So we're not going to mess around too much with it. He does not have his mouth opens and closes. He does not have a Zyudenshi reader in him. He just has little buttons, and he doesn't even have the buttons in the arms. So he's much more limited in the sounds than Gabotyra is, because again, he shows up in the movie and he combines to one form, his SpinoDai-Oh form, and he doesn't really do much else after that. To show up to use all of the Zyudenshi and all that stuff. So just a heads up. So yeah, you go ahead and you flip the Zyudenshi Brave in, put it in his mouth. First off, actually, we want to turn him on. He's got electronics, a little switch on the back. So we'll go ahead and turn him on. Takes 2 AAA batteries. So he's on. Plug in his Zyudenshi. TOBASPINO. Now it's hard to see. His little spine pops up on the back of his sail, and you can extend that out to make that little weapon. So yeah, and then you push this button and make a little. Actually, so that's his combined mode. I've combined to a robot noise. The other noise he makes without the Zyudenshi in, so I'm not being stupid. He makes a little dinosaur roar. So now you've heard all of his sounds. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pop that back in. This is the other side with all the ports. He has all the same ports as Gabotyra, so you can combine him with, and I have combined him with all the things that Gabotyra can combine with. You can combine him with all the other Zyudenshi. You can combine him with Plezuon and Bunpaki to make a Bakuretsu SpinoDai-Oh. You can combine him with Brachio to make Gigant SpinoDai-Oh. So he's capable of combining with all the other mechs just in the same way that Gabotyra does. So, and actually, I think he looks really good with Plezuon. The dark blue and the purple look really good together. So his transformation again is exactly like Gabotyra's. You pop this open, flip it in half, pull out his helmet, and his helmet is different. He's got the visor that covers his face and the kind of crescent moon helmet. So just split the tail parts. You pull this whole assembly off, and there's a little handle right here that flips out, so it can be held as a weapon by the combined form. And that's all that does. You can, if you want, I guess you could plug that in and just have it as a shield. But pushing this right here is what activates the spine. And then you bring the legs, split them, extend them. You push the little button here to extend them. Flip them down. Just like that. Bring them down like that. Flip these little panels down. Make sure we're still on camera here. Fold these down. Rotate his upper body around like this. Flip his head's already flipped up, but it should be down like that, and you just flip his head up. At which point you can put his helmet on, which, like I said, that covers his face, so it gives him a different looking head than Gabotyra. This plugs onto his back again, just like Kyoryuger. And then he combines. SpinoDai-Oh is formed with him, Bunpaki, and Ankidan. So we'll go ahead and smack them on right here. So he's not SpinoDai-Oh Kung Fu the way that Kyoryuger would be Kung Fu if he had these mechs attached. He is just simply SpinoDai-Oh. That's his. Much like Kyoryuger with he's not Kyoryuger Western. With just Stagochi and Drakera is just normal Kyoryuger. This is just normal SpinoDai-Oh. And there he is. And again, if you want to hear his I am now a giant robot noise, Yeah, and like I said, you can plug this little sail weapon into either one of the hands, so they can wield that as a thing. Now, I think I like the colors on him. I like the basic design. I like that there's kind of an evil counterpart to Kyoryuger. My one big issue, and something that I feel like could have been remedied with this, is that because he's got these longer forearms, they don't sit down along his waist the way they kind of come down and sit in front of his thighs, and because of that, since they can't fold down all the way, they stick out a little bit. And I feel like had they just put like a little hinge right here, you could have folded them up, maybe up into the upper arms, and not have them have been so much of an issue. It doesn't look horrible, but it's a lot more obvious that he's got dinosaur arms right here, kind of in his lower region, than it is with Kyoryuger. Even though his are a separate color, they blend it, they fold down, and they fit better as maybe part of the legs than these do. So yeah, but there is TOBASPINO, and real quick, I'll see if I can't get these guys up here together. We'll bring up Kyoryuger just to show you the two of them together. Let's see if we can't get them in here in a way where they won't fall off the edge. And then back up a little bit. There you go. So there's Kyoryuger and TOBASPINO together, just to give you a good comparison. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to pick him up, and then again found him for a decent price, and I wanted to be able to have Gigant Kyoryuger and then Bakuretsu SpinoDai-Oh, which is his combined form with Pleasuan, standing next to each other, so I could have both the big mechs going on. But yeah, there he is, TOBASPINO. Very cool, very neat mech. I almost think I like this base form better than the base Kyoryuger, just due to the color scheme. But yeah, there you go.